Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Legacy of the Jedi. Previously, this party was hot on the trail of Mila, the girl strong in the Force. They traveled to the planet Sevarcos and found the girl's mother, who told them that she had been kidnapped and that the local gangs may know more. Our heroes spoke to Serene, the leader of the Blues, and decided to help them by infiltrating the Kinrath base and performing some sabotage. They found that the girl had been taken by a Mandalorian bounty hunter based on Malastare, which is where they're headed next, with the girl's mother, Katha, along for the ride. So, as we travel through hyperspace, I will turn it over to you.
All right. Before anything else, well, actually, we might sleep still. I was gonna say we got to vote on the leader.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking, Matha hasn't had a turn.
I veto that.
You have you have veto power. Do we all have veto power?
I mean, yes. I think we all have voting power. I'd argue we all have voting power except Matha.
Katha.
Katha? Sorry.
Oh, Katha.
Mishearing.
That probably doesn't help my proposal.
So she's not officially part of the group.
Dang, she's like right behind you.
I don't care if she hears me. We're doing her a favor. We're finding her daughter for her.
Okay.
Ain't that right?
Fair enough. I do hope we can get back there, though. I really want that guy's gun. If the Blues kill him.
Rari should be leader.
Ah.
Nice. Okay, sounds good. 2 votes.
I feel like this is a thing that it's like no one actually wants to be the leader, and it's like the shortest straw gets to be the leader here.
Being the leader kind of sucks, actually.
It does.
Because then people are like, oh, guess you have to decide.
It's up to the boss.
Yep. And I need to start using my boss privileges for like getting better stuff here. I'm gonna be stuck with it.
Like, oh, are you gonna kick Ori out of the captain's cabin?
It's a great point. Maybe I should have the captain's cabin since I am the boss. And Ori, you did vote for me to be the boss. If you would like to rescind your vote, you may. But I do feel whoever's the boss should get the captain's quarter.
That seems like a lot of moving, though. Like a new captain's quarters every time there's a new boss.
Okay, we'll stop after this one. I get it now, and then we just won't move afterwards.
I've heard that we have veto powers, Ori.
That sounds like a plan.
Don't like it, but you're the boss.
Wow. Your own sibling. I love it. So,
But now, me and Katha can have sleepovers, so it's fine.
There you go.
I have a question.
Yes.
Are the sleepovers mandatory?
Yeah, they are if you're staying in the cool person room, where
There's
Rari's
one
not
there's only
invited.
2 rooms.
I'm aware.
mean, what is a sleepover except just sleeping in the same room?
Well, we all get to wear pajamas and tell scary stories. And make some of those sausages from the mess hall.
Sausages.
All the hot goss happens there.
And how the sausage gets made?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Too rich for my blood. It's a good reason why I'm not in that room.
Rari's like, all right, we all sleep in the bunks.
No one gets the captain's quarters.
Patha gets the captain's quarters.
No. I don't trust her.
Fair enough.
Anyway.
All right, now that that very important conversation is out of the way, is there anything else you wanted to do on the way to Malastare?
Holocron, right?
What about a holocron?
On the ship that we haven't really looked at that much.
Yeah, we were just supposed to deliver it to Milo. I don't think we've looked at the holocron at all.
I kind of want to play with it.
That was a very devious look. Like, what to be?
I don't
So
care.
I will just sit and mess around with the holocron.
Okay. You can make a use the force check for me.
Which I don't have proficiency in.
Sorry.
That's okay.
So I get a +1. I think. Just my charisma.
Yep. And half your level.
Oh, okay. Yes, okay. That's my first roll above a 10. I did a lot of test rolls before this, and I got all 2s and 3s. And this time, I got a 22.
Wow.
Nice.
And then can I ask where you're doing this?
That's a great question.
Oh, that is a good question. Probably not near Katha. If I can just scoot... Sorry, if I could just scoot toward the back of the ship?
Yeah. You just trying to find like a secluded corner?
Yeah, maybe in like one of the engine rooms to hang
Okay.
out.
So you have this kind of steady hum of the engine in your ear, and as you kind of close your eyes and focus on this blue crystalline cube, you reach out with these new senses that you have. And after what seems like it could be 5 seconds, could be 5 minutes, could be 50 minutes, you feel this click. The corners of the cube kind of spin out, and it forms kind of like a deconstructed, like, tetrahedron, basically. Flickering above it is a small blue hologram of the man you know as Magistrate Raffin. And he says, "Hello. The contents of this holocron are meant to train someone in the ways of the Jedi Order. It is a dangerous time, and I believe that the Jedi are needed now more than ever." The holocron is essentially like a small AI based on Raffin, and he can answer your questions, queries, and is basically just a database.
That's super cool. Kinda want to show my sister. I'm gonna find Rari. Hey, Rari.
Hey.
I did something.
Oh my gosh, what did you do?
So I opened the holocron. There's a little Raffin inside who can answer our questions. He's like an AI.
Okay. I guess. Why did you open it?
No. Was just messing around with it. Do you have questions for it?
I mean, not really. I'm sure it's just probably a bunch of weird mumbo jumbo about whatever. I don't know. He's trying to get this girl into. I don't really have any. Like, what kind of questions could it even answer for us? What would actually be helpful in this situation?
I guess I don't know how many of Raffin's memories it has, but I don't know. We kind of had some loose ends when all that went down back on planet, so I didn't know if there was anything you would want to ask.
More questions for Katha than I do for a fake Raffin. So, I mean, are you wanting to ask it questions?
Yeah, definitely.
What kind of questions do you want to ask it?
Do you remember when I was having those weird feelings on planet? Like I knew where to go? All of this started around the time we met Raffin, maybe a little after. And I don't know, maybe it has something to do with it.
Like, sorry, I'm just trying to think of what that could even be. I mean, if you want to ask it questions, I don't want to stop you by any means. So, you go for it. I mean, I don't know if it would have any answers for you, but I guess it couldn't hurt.
I'll ask my questions and I'll let you know what it says.
Keep me posted,
I will.
but don't. Just be careful. I don't know, Raffin seemed like a pretty cautious guy, and the holocron wasn't exactly meant for you, so I don't know if there would be any traps associated with it, so just tread lightly.
It's a good point. I'll be careful. Right. Bye, boss. I'll be back in a bit.
Boss.
I guess once I'm back by myself, I would want to ask Raffin. I would want to describe the feelings that I've had and ask him what they might mean.
The AI will explain to you that what you're describing sounds like the beginnings of force sensitivity. That connecting to the force is about connecting with all living things and forming essentially a two-way bond with the galaxy around you.
Were you really part of the Jedi Order?
I was.
How did you get away? What do you remember?
I survived because I was not exactly important to the war. My assignments were relegated to cleaning up after larger battles, tending to wounded, making sure that civilizations were stable after battles or occupations ended. I was not stationed with any clone troopers, which means that I was not there when the rest of the Jedi were killed.
Your relationship with Katha and Mila? Mila?
Data not found.
I'm sorry.
I will fold him up. And I'll head back out to where the rest of my crew is.
Okay. Alright, so you will be coming up on Malastare's orbit shortly. You exit hyperspace, and as you enter Malastare's orbit, you are greeted with a flurry of activity. There's a lot of traffic around the planet, including some industrial freighters that are passing you as they jump to light speed. You see that Malastare is mostly temperate and forested, in a green patchwork blanket, although you see some spots of other biomes as you approach. As you bring the ship in towards the city of Pixelito, you are hailed from the surface. This is Communications Officer Xylan of the Galactic Empire. Please transmit your vessel's identification and state the nature of your visit.
You got...
All right. Let's say DM is our vessel thing would be the what's the name?
Rusty Rancor.
Restless.
The Rusty Rancor. Restless.
It's the Rusty.
It's a little rusty. The Restless Rancor. Would that be like what they're looking for?
It's like a switch on the communications panel to basically send them your tags.
Okay. Ori, flip the switch. And then I'll just say, they have been sent over, and our business is pleasure.
It sure is.
Could not get through that.
Okay, go ahead and roll a deception check for me.
Why deception?
I'm not quite sure why it would be persuasion.
27.
Oh.
There's a short silence on the other end of the line, and they come back on saying, okay, you can take Bay 4 once you get here. Docking fees are 25 credits per day. We'll need to do a quick search of your vessel upon landing for any contraband. The Empire thanks you for visiting Malastare. And it flips off.
We know you have choices.
Okay. While we are going in, we should probably make sure a couple of things are hidden. Namely, the holocron and the lightsaber. Chris, does my art of concealment, can I roll stealth checks now to try and conceal them, or would that be if someone's actively looking for them that I'd roll those?
Nope, you roll them when you hide them.
All right. I would like to hide those.
Yeah, you can do that. Can you just give me a brief description of what your plan is? Are you stashing them in the ship somewhere? Are you putting it on your person?
I would like to keep the lightsaber on my person,
Okay.
do we think it's vital that we also keep the holocron like with us? Or do we think it'd be better to stash that somewhere?
Hey, we should take it with us.
Take it with. So I'll, I guess, try and hide both of those on my person.
Okay. Go ahead and make 2 stealth rolls. The first one for the lightsaber, second one for the holocron. As she is doing that, Ori, would you please make a use the force check for me?
21. Holy moly.
Okay, 21 for the use of the force. And what'd you get for the stealth?
13 and 15.
Okay.
They're really bad rolls.
Okay. Ori, as you guys are coming into the planet and as Rari is, hiding these on her person, you felt Katha's presence before on Sevarcos. Now that you've traveled with her for a few hours, you can sense that she's a bit stronger in the Force than, say, Rari or Orson. But now you suddenly feel her presence shrink and vanish, as if she wasn't even there. But when you turn around, she's right there in the cockpit with you.
Weird. Okay. Dash that in my brain.
So, as you bring your ship to rest in Landing Bay 4, you see there is an Imperial officer, a single stormtrooper escort waiting for you. There's some civilian docking crew around the area as well. But this officer is female, human, very fresh-pressed uniform. She's holding a data pad, and she holds onto her hat as your ship comes in for a landing. And she appears to be waiting outside.
I have a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Did we ditch the stormtrooper armor, or did we bring that onto the ship?
That is a good question.
I think you had said you brought it onto the ship.
Can I roll it back a second, try and hide that somewhere on the ship?
Sure.
Okay. I'd rather not have that laying out in the middle of the... Is that a stealth check?
Yeah.
Okay. Not bad. 17?
Okay.
Do we have like drop tile ceilings?
No.
Dang.
You find a crate that has like a bunch of food in it, and you hide some pieces underneath, and then you push that kind of in the back of a stack.
Ugh. Nausages.
So as the boarding ramp lowers, that officer is standing just outside, kind of at a crisp at attention. And she kind of very pleasantly greets you. Welcome to Malastare. As the comms officer should have informed you, docking here is 25 credits per day. I'll take that now, if you please. Will you be needing fuel as well?
You know what? Top her off.
She turns to one of the crew and just kind of nods, kind of giving a motion. And he grabs this giant fuel hose and just starts running toward your ship, jumping into action.
We are not in a rush, man.
Okay.
Ori paid the fee, and we also were thinking maybe we should leave Katha on the
Ori
ship.
paid it. I already took it off my sheet.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay. I'll add it back.
So you're saying Katha should stay on the ship?
Yeah, maybe be a cook or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
The officer starts walking on board the ship up the boarding ramp. It says, "We'll need to do a sweep of your ship. It's just a standard search. Any contraband or illicit items will be confiscated and citations will be issued accordingly. Do you have any questions?"
Not at all.
Okay. She just starts kind of poking her nose around, just kind of like looking in places. She doesn't really seem to be touching a lot of things, just kind of doing a spot check. As she's doing so, she goes, "I've seen a few of these Barlow's freighters. They're pretty reliable, but I like the shape of the new YT series a little better. Have you seen any of those?"
Would I have?
Yeah, that's a good question.
It's up to you. The YT series are like the Millennium Falcon. They're the round ones. They usually have the cockpit hanging off the side, whereas it's sort of the new trend, whereas most ships used to have the cockpit like this one in front of like a big wedge. So it depends on how well traveled you are,
How new are they? Like they're new, but like how new? Because we haven't been around much lately.
they've been making them for like probably over 10 years.
Probably then, right? Or
Yeah, probably. I really like ships. I would be all about that.
see, the thing that I don't like is hanging off to the side and being away from the center of the ship. That makes me a little nervous.
I suppose. She continues her search a little bit. She goes, "So, where are you coming from?"
We're coming from Corland.
She kind of stops and straightens out a little bit. She's like, "Corland? What's out there?"
Not a lot. Hence why we're here.
Okay, well, everything appears to be in order here. She checks her data pad and she goes, "Oh, it'll be 100 credits for the fuel."
I got that.
She goes, "Thanks. Enjoy your stay on Malastare." And she and her stormtrooper escort leave.
Awesome. Well, that went rather well.
Unlikeliest search ever.
Well, now, the only issue being, how do we find this Mandalorian?
They kind of stand out.
I mean, yeah, but it's big planet. I think. I don't.
I think.
It's a pretty
I
big
think-
planet. You're in pretty much the heart of the capital of it, though.
Yeah. And you had told me that I knew that this was a pretty important place and that there was a lot of there was betting that occurs here, right?
Pod racing.
Pod racing. Whether or not he's there, I feel like we have to go to the pod races.
I mean,
I know it's probably important that we like complete the mission, but also seems like a place where you could gather information.
That's true.
With very little sincerity.
Well, I mean, any place is as good a place to start as any because we gotta start somewhere, so might as well start there. So,
Could we catch our not escort. I can't think of the word I'm looking for. Can we find our investigator, the person that stopped on our ship, and just quickly ask for some directions to some pod racing? We are here for pleasure, after all.
We are.
Yeah. She gives you some quick directions. They're not pinpoint accurate, but she knows kind of the general area. So I will move you over to the city here. The city is busy, bustling. There's a lot of people around. You see plenty of Dougs. They're the ones that kind of... It looks like they walk on their hands and use their feet to manipulate things. But there are a lot of species here. It seems pretty cosmopolitan. You also notice stormtroopers periodically patrolling, posted up in places, just out and about.
But not unusually so for an Empire city or an Empire planet, right?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
So, are you going to the... You'll find someplace for pod racing?
Yes.
Are you looking to simply... Did you ask for directions to bet on a pod race or watch a pod race? Like, are you looking for the actual track or just someplace where you can bet?
Well, I'm looking for someplace to bet.
I'll come with.
I have more than some credits. More than I started with.
That's always good.
Less than I need to buy a new ship. For now.
Can we watch from where we are betting?
Yes. They have screens up of... It's like a sports bar, basically. They have, like, screens up, like it's almost like one of those sports bars that has, like, TV wallpaper, where it's like, they've got, like, every sort of sporting event, mostly pod racing, but a few others.
That sounds like a good place to be.
Well, let's
Anybody
go.
with a very particular style of helmet in the room?
You can go ahead and make a perception check if you're taking a look.
I can make a perception check. Oh, that's not terrible. 13.
Okay. You don't see any Mandalorian standouts, but you've got a pretty motley crew hanging around. If you wanted to ask around for this particular character, you can make a gather information check.
Anybody feeling particularly talkative today? What does that fall under? Oh, I see it. Well, that's not me.
Charisma.
I can do some talking. I can wine and dine. Okay. I would just like to chat some people up. Do you want me to roll a gather information, or do you want me to start on a whole tale?
You can just roll gather information for this.
Okay, because I don't know who I'm chatting with.
It's just me.
That is a 22.
It's a Rhodian. Big bug eyes, kind of long snout. Same race as Fex was. And he says, "Oh, you're looking for a hunter. Well, lucky for you, that one lives nearby."
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's got a tower here. It's about... Actually, only about 30 minutes from here. He shows up every couple of days, goes in, doesn't come out for another couple days, and then leaves.
Do you know if he happens to be around now? Like he's not off planet or anything?
I don't know.
Okay. Curious.
He'll actually like point out where exactly it is, so you have an exact location. Is there a method to your madness, Orson, on your betting?
Is there a method to my madness?
Are you looking for steep odds, close to even odds? Are you just looking to throw some money on a random racer?
Right, yeah. I think he would I think I would want to grab or put some money on something that looks actually realistic. I'm not throwing money on a Hail Mary. Um Probably like the second or third in the betting ranks, I would say. Put about 100 on second and about 50 on third.
Look around as well at the bedding.
Okay.
Um, do we have a visual of the like actual vehicles on the screens?
You do, yes. I don't have one for you though.
That's okay. I just want to look at the tech and mechanics and see if I can spot modifications.
Okay. Go ahead and do knowledge technology.
I need to grab a pencil. I'll be right back.
No, that's bad. I have a 12.
Okay. You find a couple that have. I mean, it's tough to say. A lot of these are custom jobs. Uh, there's no two pod racers alike, but you find a couple that definitely look like they're a good mix between power and aerodynamic. Um, so you find a couple that you think have pretty good odds.
I'll put bets on those.
How much you throwing down?
How much would be a normal bet?
100
50
credits is
credit?
average.
100? I'll throw down 100.
Okay.
On each?
Oh gosh. So I saw a couple, two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll put 100 on each. 100 credits on both. So 200 total.
Okay. Okay. As Rari comes back from her information gathering, you two are observing the end of this race. Orson, your two racers finish top three, so you'll double each of those bets.
Yay.
Ori, you will break even as one of your drivers crashed.
Bummer.
Nice. Fantastic. How'd you do? Yeah,
Me?
you
Oh,
were the only one I know here that was betting.
I broke even.
That's all right then.
Did I ever tell you that I always wanted to be a pilot?
You you are a pilot, Ori.
Well,
You
like
fly.
they
You
are.
you flew us here in a ship.
I wanted to be like how they are. Didn't
That's
really work out.
yeah. I mean the ship seems a little safer,
Yeah,
less missing limbs and explosions.
yeah.
Maybe.
Being
I
like
guess I don't know. I'm not in the engines.
being a career criminal usually has less loss of limb.
You can't say that out loud. We're respectable. We're betting patrons. We we paid for our drinks here. Well, I bet you could do it, but I think it would be a waste of your talents.
Oh. You think I have talents.
Yes. Yeah. Was that like a joke? I'm sorry. Yes, I think you're very talented.
It's just a nice thing to say. Thanks, Orson.
All right, you guys have your fill of betting.
Honestly, I could go for more, but what's up?
I have a lead on our Mandalorian. Actually got someone to point out right where he lives.
Oh. Okay.
That's really
Definitely come back to
impressive.
betting, but
No. I guess I'm just surprised. You just don't think things are going to be that easy.
I am very persuasive.
True.
So, never doubt my persuasive power. Ori's got her weird thing, or with tech.
Ori's a weirdo, and I'm persuasive.
That's not what I meant.
My big sister is so supportive of all of my hobbies and skills.
I don't
Well,
forbid anyone from doing anything. You do what you want.
I'll just call you a weirdo. I'll just silently judge you from the corner while I'm being one of the popular kids.
It's okay. I'm a little weird.
Anyway, sorry. She's in the hood. Oh no.
All right. Well, on that awkward note, why don't we head that way?
Okay, so you're going to the
The
coordinates given.
tower.
Okay.
Yeah. Get to the tower.
Okay. You approach the coordinates you were given, find a tall brick structure that doesn't seem very out of place compared to the rest of the block. The shape of it does look a bit strange, as it seems to arc over the walkway you're standing on just a few floors up. So the building kind of like comes back over the top of you. There's a metal door right up front, and there's a comm unit mounted into the wall next to it.
We got this guy's name, right?
CT? I wrote CT dash Mandalorian, so I'm assuming CT was his name.
Yep, that was the name he goes by that you were given.
Okay. I will knock on the door.
So you knock on the door. There's a hollow metallic sound as you wrap your knuckles on the door. But there is no response.
I try to open the door.
The door is unlocked. It slides open.
Let's go in.
Does it seem like there's anything unsafe about this door?
About the door?
Mm-hmm. Unlocked
Um,
doors in a busy city makes me a little nervous.
Doesn't seem to be anything like anything extra wired up to it or anything like that.
Okay.
So Rari jumps right in.
I've gone through. Yep.
Okay.
Shouldn't be as brazen as I am with how squishy I am, but do it.
But here we are.
Here we
So
are.
you enter the structure, your eyes adjusting to a much lower light level. You appear to be in an intersection. In front of you is a dimmed turbo lift. No lights on there. And there are hallways to your left and right.
Should take a hallway.
Well, we have to, but this is why we have a boss. Specifically for reasons like this, for situations like this.
Okay, go left.
Yeah. You always got to go left. That's why you're the boss.
One of these days I'm going to refuse.
Wait,
I go left.
Wouldn't left be the other way?
Yeah.
I'm going stage left.
Okay.
So we're going right. Orson just immediately goes the wrong way.
Here's the thing.
I will just follow. I
that-
won't say anything.
You might say that left and right are in different directions, but what if I was standing and I was looking toward you from below you? Then it would be my left. And that's why we use the map directions. Haven't you ever read Orson's Game? It's a really, really good book about going left and right and up and down in space.
Did you write it?
It's actually called Ender's Game, and I did not write it. But an important facet of the book is that it's really hard to tell which way is up, down, left, and right. I'm just saying.
Especially in space.
Especially in space.
You guys can make a perception check as you round this corner here.
I got a 17.
I got a 22.
I have an 8.
Okay. Ori is still daydreaming about pod racers. But Rari and Orson, you notice about halfway down the hallway, about high on the wall, there is like a security cam like bubble.
Okay. Would we have any frame of reference for like the line of sight of those? Like what's the conic vision of a bubble cam? Or maybe I wouldn't know.
Based on how it's mounted in the hallway, it can probably see most of it.
So we're probably already within its vision.
Since you're at the very end of the hallway, you might be skirting it. It's a blurry area. It's hard to tell where that cone would end, but chances are it can see the majority of this hallway.
Okay.
I need to look up what it can do, but I have a pocket scrambler, and I can't remember if that would be helpful here.
Oh, I was going to use an ion grenade, but I like your idea more.
Oh, that's just about communication, so that wouldn't be a part of this. Let me keep looking.
I have an ion pistol if you don't want to have to use your grenade.
Maybe
have a security kit.
We might want to check the other hallway too, though.
Right. My security kit will only really help us with like trapdoors. However, it does have a comm link that will monitor frequencies typically used by silent alarms, and I should be notified if we trip any.
Is that like a passive effect?
It doesn't say that I'd have to roll, so that'd be a DM question.
You would have to check it.
I check it.
You are not currently detecting any silent alarms.
Okay. Yeah, let's go down the other hallway first before we do anything to these guys. I'm the boss and I say so.
I appreciate that. How familiar.
The other hallway is mirrored.
So I
Do we want to
guess
keep going? Or
I
do we
guess the
want to
question-
hop on the lift?
the lift is powered down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I think the question is, do we want to approach as enemies, like outright? Or do we think there's any chance to just like walk in and talk?
You guys think?
I think it's another good day to not be the boss.
I think we should try.
Lovely.
Maybe we should try to talk first.
Okay. We need someone to talk to.
If we did
Or
that,
talk.
well, I mean, if we're just here to talk, we're not going to be blowing up cameras and
Do you guys know anything about Mandalorians and how they operate?
do any of us know that?
Yes, that's a good
DM?
question.
Orson, you had kind of heard stories from the war. Just about kind of their iconic armor, just how ruthlessly efficient they are. But beyond some professional stories, you don't really know that much about them.
Okay. Wouldn't have heard anything about like any of their like social acumen. Like whether or not they're willing to like sit down and chat, or if they're just like, you're dead now.
Not really.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know they can kill you fast.
Well, I'm going to cautiously walk down this hallway. And like while watching the security cam to see if like I'm going to be like if I'm going to trigger something when walking up.
I'll stick behind you.
I'm going to do that too. I'm just not going to move on roll 20 to try to avoid any kind of interference.
So, hold up for me. Can you move 2 spaces back, Rari?
Yep.
That's not what you want to hear.
No. Not at all. Roll for initiative.
So, as you step on that tile, you quickly feel something wrong, and you pull your foot back just as you hear a coming up from the floor.
I'm gonna tell Ori, get back.
Does it stop when she takes her foot off?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so maybe we don't walk down this hallway.
Is this something that the security kit that Rari has could help with? Like if it's like a wrapped floor piece or something?
It seems like this is... I guess you can all make a knowledge technology check.
$23.
I have a 12.
I have a 7.
So, Rari, based on how close you are, you can tell that this is This is essentially an electrified floor. There is an electric current running through that space, at the very least. And without some sort of control panel, there's not really any access, since it's just attached to the floor.
Okay. So in order to be able to try and disable that, we would need the control panel.
Correct.
Yeah. Well, looks like we're not going through this way.
Going back to the other side?
I guess
Yeah,
so.
sure. Same thing happens on that side. I'm
Right.
gonna flip. Whoops. Sorry.
I'm being moved.
You moved around.
Okay.
So if I step here, does the same thing happen?
No.
It actually explode. No.
Boom! You're gone.
Could I check
Okay.
the rest of the hallway for any kind of weirdness?
Sure.
Moving very slowly.
If you want to do a perception check.
I have an 8.
You don't see anything.
It's all clear, guys.
That's all I need. I'll take the lead here. And yeah.
Have
I
at
will.
it.
So, as you advance, Orson,
Good.
there is a kind of a mechanical sound, and you feel something just whip right by, like, the tip of your nose. And as it hits the opposite wall and misses you, you realize that this was some sort of, like, a rope spring trap that just missed you.
Ori. You're killing me.
So sorry. I felt very confident about my check. This guy must be good.
So,
I would
as
say
this-
like moderately good. Like we've avoided it twice.
as this hallway bends
Okay.
around the corner, you guys can move up here. It opens up into what appears to be some sort of control room. There are 4 droids here that seem to be working. They do not react to your presence.
They look like the same kind of droid as my bestie
They are
from
similar,
Sevarcos.
but not the same.
My
These ones
children.
seem to be doing just like manual labor. This one is typing in on a computer. There's these other 2 are kind of working on some sort of machinery.
I'll walk in.
Can you get him to power the lift?
Hello.
That one closest to you finally seems to take notice of you, and he's just like, "Hello."
We're looking for CT. Is he home?
The droid pauses for a moment, and he's like, "I am not authorized to provide that information."
I noticed that the lift is maybe broken.
The
Can you
turbo
fix
lift
it?
is locked to outsiders, as per our master's instructions.
Oh,
Can
but
you-
we have an invitation from your master.
The droid's vision now kind of drifts to Rory. Go ahead and make a deception check for me.
14.
14. Okay. The droid kind of like takes in your entire group and he goes, I see. Will he know what this is regarding?
Yes.
Very well. I shall open the turbo lift doors.
Thank you.
It does not acknowledge, it just goes back to work.
Well,
What are they working on? Can I peek over at the computers or data pads?
Sure. There seems to be a lot of code, and it seems to be kind of racing by faster than you can see it. This droid is probably interfacing directly, and I don't believe you understand binary.
It's the Matrix.
Kind of. You hear a click and a hum throughout the building as something far away from here is powered up.
well, shall
All right.
we get on the lift?
Yoink. Confidently walking back through the hall, certain that there are no further traps.
That one does not fire again.
Ah, good. Fantastic.
Perfect.
Oh, we're getting in the I'm sorry. I didn't notice we were getting in the elevator.
Come on in.
No, I was on the wrong tab.
But the turbo lift rises up a few floors before coming to a stop, and the doors open.
I would like to be towards the front just because I'm very good at talking to people. But
You're
I'm also
really
squishy.
good at dying.
I have yet to be shot.
Okay. Well, go in front then.
But I will duck and cover.
I want to be next to you or directly behind you. Orson, do you want to be at the front?
Sure. Yeah, we
Okay.
could proceed kind of like this then, I guess.
Like
Yeah.
that?
It's like that.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Oh, unless you wanted us lined up.
No, I don't care.
Right.
So, the lights here remain dim. As you step inside into the hallway, the door behind you to the turbo lift snaps shut. You start to hear a hissing noise as smoke begins to be poured into the hallway at an alarming rate.
I'm gonna put on my breath mask.
Yeah, same.
You guys have breath
Wait.
masks?
Oh
I had my Aquata breather. Would that be helpful now, or is that mostly only helpful in water?
no! Only synthesizes water.
Cool. I have a breath
Uh-oh.
mask. I'm
I
gonna
don't
put that
actually have
on,
Okay?
Yeah, you do that.
and then we should probably get moving, since you guys don't.
Yeah, I'm a run
Secure your
over.
own mask before helping others.
gonna run up here.
So,
Do I see anything that can help me, or?
I'm gonna pull you back.
Okay.
No.
Um, because as you run forward, I need. Actually, I do this part. So as you're running and the smoke is kind of filling up the room, you run forward. As you're running, you see that in the floor there is a pit. So you have three choices. You can do acrobatics to try and twist around and grab the ledge. You can make a climb check to try and slow your descent down this hole, basically grab onto the side as you fall. Or you can make a jump check at the very last minute, try and jump across the pit. And this will be Ori and Rari. Orson, since they're in front of you, you will have enough time to stop.
Oh, well, cool. I was supposed to be leading, but here we are.
Someone put Ori and Rari right up to the door, so I assumed they were leading.
Yeah, I totally. They needed to go faster than I did, so.
So,
I-
acrobatics, climb, or jump. The choice is yours.
I think
Acrobatics for me.
same, especially if I'm making just a split second decision. I'm gonna go with acrobatics.
Okay, go ahead.
Non-natural 20.
Natural 20.
Okay. So, as this pit opens up, both of you, almost in unison, turn around and grab the ledge to catch on, and you do not fall into the pit.
Fantastic. Does it close?
No.
Ah, even better. Is it just completely empty? Can we like shuffle along the side or anything?
It is completely empty, and it's flush with the wall.
Okay.
So it must be jumped or navigated in some other fashion.
All right, I'm jumping.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. Oh, I'm actually not that good at jump. 16.
Okay. You make it across.
Oh, fabulous. Is there a door ahead of me?
There it is.
Is there like a keypad or anything?
There's a control, like a switch. Yeah.
I just want to open that up if it's possible. It's not locked. Try and get more space for the air to disperse.
Okay.
And get out of the way in case they're jumping.
As he does that,
Fantastic.
the smoke will make an attack. Essentially, just the smoke is starting to get to you as you're doing this physical activity. You're spending a lot of time in it. So
The
both.
smoke was alive for a hot second.
Sorry, bad descriptor. Ori and Rari will each take 5 points of damage from the smoke.
That
Ow.
I would like to try to jump across.
All right, go ahead and make that check.
I have a 20, not natural.
All right, you are across.
Okay. I will also like to try and jump across.
Go for it.
10. And they never saw Rari again.
You short it. You'll fall into the pit, taking 3 damage as you fall.
How deep is it?
It is about probably between 10 and 15 feet.
Okay. So,
So
like
now
hanging
that
off the edge and reaching down, would she be able to jump up and reach somebody's hand even?
Probably with a pretty good jump, yeah.
A
This
pretty
is a
good
bad
jump.
time to tell you guys that I have a 3-meter chain that I should have given to someone.
Well,
You could throw
that's your
that.
way out.
I can try throwing, I'm not very strong. Can I try and take out my chain and, like, toss it up?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, what do I roll for that?
Let's just do an attack roll, either strength or dex.
I can use Dex?
Sure.
Oh, you're so nice.
You're throwing something, so...
Be better if I rolled better. 11.
That still works.
Oh, okay.
I feel like you're taking pity on me. I'll take it, but still.
All right. I'll grab it.
All right.
Am I able to climb out?
You are. Can we have you make a climb check? Basically just making sure that you don't roll a 1 and fall again.
10.
Okay. I thought it was...
That looked like the face of a 1.
It did look like the face of a 1.
No, I've just been rolling 8s like no tomorrow.
Okay. Rari is out of the hole.
All right. Awesome. That took a lot longer than it should.
It did. I like it.
All right. I haven't taken any damage yet, so I will push into the next room in case anything terrible happens.
Okay. You step through the threshold. This room, there doesn't seem to be any, like, lights that are on in this room, but there's a technological glow coming from, there's a catwalk across from you. Screens, readouts, displays, there's a harsh blue light as you're kind of struggling to adjust to this lower light. Can everyone make a perception check for me?
Are we out of the smoke room then?
You are out of the smoke. It is just kind of like filtering harmlessly into this room.
Did we take any more damage?
You did not.
Cool.
Okay.
I got a 19.
Got a 21.
This was perception?
Mm-hmm.
25.
Okay. All of you catch this. There's lots of lights coming from the other side of the room. But you see there's one particular light that's an odd shape. It seems to be a T that's rotated about 15 degrees to your left. Then there's a muzzle flash.
Yeah. So we're not talking.
I guess not.
We just broke into some guy's house. Now he's trying to defend his home.
Well, to be fair, he stole a child, so I don't feel that bad for him. Feel bad for me though because I am already not starting too hot.
Orson, you take 32 damage.
Holy. Okay.
Are you still alive?
Oh, yeah.
A blaster bolt screams towards you from the other side of the room, and let's roll initiative.
Oh,
Did
We're
you
gonna-
say 32 points?
32.
Okay.
that's like Rari's entire HP pool. We are not.
That's more than my entire HP pool.
Don't worry, because I got...
That's almost double my HP pool. I'm so squishy.
Is initiative just straight dex plus the roll?
It's a skill.
It's a skill, so you get half your
Oh,
level.
it's a skill. Oh my gosh. Oh my lord. I got a 29.
Dang.
Okay.
I need all the cover. I got 10.
10. Okay.
No, I got 18 for initiative. I'm saying I have 10 HP.
Oh,
You have 10 HP? You only took 5 damage, didn't you?
I took 8 damage.
You only have 18 HP total?
Yeah.
that's not right.
That's impossible.
What?
No.
That's what's on my sheet. No. Sorry. Wow.
We've had a full rest. You should be at max minus
What?
8.
Your maximum
I was
HP
looking
is
at my
39. I have that marked down.
I was looking
So
at
that
my
bolt
damage
still would have
threshold.
killed you.
It still would have.
39. So you'd be... Oh, I suppose you had damage from the smoke. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be at
I was
31
looking-
then, not...
My bad. I literally was looking at my damage threshold because that's where it is on my D&D sheets, and Star Wars has it in a different place.
Got it.
Wow,
So
I'm not that
For
squishy.
initiative, I have Orson's 29. What did everyone else get?
I'm so sorry. Can you repeat how to calculate initiative?
a
Initiative is...
It's a skill.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the exact same conversation.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I have a 9.
I just think it's funny that you and Tyree had the exact same reaction.
I was just looking all over for it.
Same.
And what did you get, Rari?
18. I feel a little bit better knowing that I'm not, like, on death's doorstep. Still, he hits me with one of those things, I'm dead.
Okay. So top of the order is Orson. You're up
No
yeah,
way.
get him, Orson.
with a 29.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna slide over this way, hunker down, and I'm gonna rip off a couple of shots with rapid shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. I got a natural 20.
Hey.
Minus 2.
Ooh.
Plus
Oh.
9. 27.
That is a hit.
Okay, cool. That lets me do
It's an
one extra die.
Yep.
Oh, that's fancy.
Mm-hmm. So as you're adding that up, you can see this is, it's lighter plate for Mandalorian armor, but it is still that Mandalorian armor. It's hard to tell in this light, but it seems like it's mostly like white and gray.
Okay.
And he's got like a tattered like scarf on, in between his helmet and his torso.
Okay. Interesting. Lighter gray, tattered scarf. Okay. Awesome. Well, I also did 32 points of damage.
Hey.
And returns the serve.
But I didn't realize this right away. That moved me down my damage threshold. I don't know if that matters because I got a natural 20, but that would bring me down to a 26.
Okay. You still hit, but yes. Taking damage over that damage threshold means you'll knock down on that that condition track, and you'll take the corresponding penalty to attack rolls
Yep.
ability checks, skills, pretty much everything.
And defenses,
And
which
defenses,
is a bummer.
that's kind of the worst part of it.
Yeah. I'm only down 1 right now. My damage threshold is pretty high. So, okay. So I'm down 1 on that. I got my damage off. I'm gonna use my swift action to dodge him.
Okay.
And then, just so you guys know, for being within 6 tiles of me when I fire, if you, you both are. You have a +1 to your reflex defense until the start of my next turn.
Nice.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Then that'll bring up Rory.
Jeez. I want to hide.
That's fair.
So I'm going to go duck
I would
under
like to hide
here.
too.
Okay.
And I'm going to make sure I'm dodged against this guy. And
Right.
let's do it. I'm going to shoot at him.
Go for it.
Blaster. Natural 20!
No!
Hot dang.
Yeah! For a total of 27.
Yeah. Another hit.
Woohoo!
Or he's going to roll a
Do I
1
do anything
now.
special if I do a natural 20 on an attack roll?
Oh my
No, right?
god.
Did you
You're
not
supposed
double
to
your
roll-
damage?
I didn't double my damage. I just added my extra die. What do you double? Do you double everything?
You double the numbers on the dice.
Okay. I should have done 60 damage.
Okay.
I did 28 before my modifiers +4 to do 32.
Oh.
Okay.
I rolled 4d10 and 28. I mean, that's pretty good. That's a little higher than average, but like the double helps. And he's just like, okay.
13 points of damage.
And that's even you doubled because you crit?
I did.
Okay. And you added...
I rolled kind of piss poor.
Okay. And you added half your level to that as well?
Yep.
Okay.
Plus my +1 for point blank shot. I literally rolled 2 2s and a 1. Wow.
All right. So you moved, you set your dodge bonus against him, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And...
So that's my turn.
Okay. It is now his turn.
Oh my god.
Oh god, please don't hit me.
Goodbye, everyone.
He'll drop down.
Ah! No!
And he'll actually just take a shot at Ori, who is not currently in cover.
He's done nothing to you.
Broke into his house.
Besides that.
He'll pop off another shot, this time at Ori, and that does 19 damage.
Ow.
What kind of gun does he have?
It seems to be just a rifle. It's actually not even heavy like yours.
These guys are just good with their weapons.
But that is his turn. So it'll go to Ori.
Just dead silence from him, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Ouch. Okay. I should be able to get to there. I'm gonna pop up from behind the barrels and shoot at him with
Okay.
my heavy blaster pistol. I didn't get a nat 20. Sorry, guys. It ruined the chain. I
I
did
think
get
I think we probably would have been kicked off the stream.
I got a 21.
21 will actually not hit.
Ooh, that's scary.
That just deflects off of his Mandalorian armor.
I'm gonna dodge.
Did you
I'm scared.
include her +1 from cover fire?
I don't think I'm close enough to you.
It was when I fired until the start of my next turn. I was just making sure that the DM knew that she had +1
Oh,
to her
yeah.
reflex. Okay. Because you just got shot.
Oh, I see. Alrighty. That's all I got.
Okay. Well, that will bring us back to the top with Orson.
Okay. Well, everybody got kind of far away from me now, so they lose that benefit if I'm not near them. I should have gone to the other side, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just gonna kind of swing back to where I was at the beginning.
Okay.
Just so I have a good line of sight and I can see both of these two to give them that cover fire bonus.
All right.
I think I'm just going to make a normal attack this time if a 21 just missed.
Okay.
And I'm going to mark off my ammo real quick.
Remember that rapid fire shot is technically 2 ammo.
Yep. No. That's like a 15, so.
Okay.
Okay, that's my movement, my action, my swift action, I'll dodge.
Okay. Which brings up Rari.
I'm going to yell at the Mandalorian and just yell out at him and just say, we don't need to fight. We just want some information. Does he say anything?
No.
Does he not say anything because it's not his turn? Or does he just not say anything?
He does not respond to that.
Okay.
Well, then I'm going to shoot him. Or try to. Because I don't know. Nope. That's 10. That ain't hitting anything.
Okay.
And then I'll just make sure I'm dodged against him. There's a warning shot.
Across the bow.
Any movement?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah. So with his turn, he will pop out of cover, and you notice that when he does, his rifle is actually, like, lowered into the ground. And he raises his fist, and just a gout of flame engulfs your entire vision. So he is making a flamethrower attack at Ori and Rari. You duck behind your cover, and it seems to just go entirely above you. You do not catch any of these flames. He moves back underneath the catwalk And you see him go into this tiny little hallway, and he slams his fist against the wall, and a door snaps shut.
Cool. Sounds like a great time for a little med pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone doing okay?
No. Is that a roll, GM?
To use a med pack?
Yeah. Like a recovery roll?
Yes. First aid requires a med pack. As a full round action, you can administer first aid to an unconscious or wounded creature. If you succeed on a DC 15 treat injury check, creature regains a number of hit points equal to its character level, plus 1 for every point by which your check exceeds that DC.
Ooh. Okay.
If you have a medical kit, you get a plus 2 equipment bonus on that skill check. And if you do it to yourself, it is a minus 5.
Does anyone have a medical kit?
I do.
All right.
I
Maybe
just
we
have
could-
med packs.
You can also take a second wind, which you can do if you are under half of your hit points. You can do this
Surprisingly,
once per
no.
day. Let me try and find those rules. If you are reduced to 1/2 of your maximum hit points or less, you can catch a second wind as a swift action. This action heals 1/4 of your full hit point total, rounded down.
Okay. Ori, do you think you could try and patch me up real quick?
Yeah, definitely. So that is a treat injury roll with a plus 2 because I have a med kit.
Well,
Okay.
if you have the medical kit.
I do.
Okay,
I
good.
have 4 med packs and I also have a med kit. Oh, that's pretty good. I have a 23.
So it's my character level plus the difference above 15?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 13 points. Cool.
Rari, do you need one too?
Yeah. So with her having the medical kit, that just uses the med pack, though. It just gives her a little bit more to the check, correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
The kit isn't expendable, is it?
correct.
Okay.
Okay.
The packs are. But,
Yeah. You can. I'll give you one of my med packs to use
Oh.
to treat my.
I took the rest of the med packs from the loot we got, so I have a ton.
How much do you have?
I had 4, so I'll be down to 2.
I
This
have
guy's
4.
like, I can't believe they're not
so
chasing me.
We'll
Okay.
do that one. So
That sounds
then we're
good.
both at 3.
That sounds fantastic. Okay. Treat injury roll. Another 23.
Okay.
Those are 2 nat
Hey.
19s in a row.
Nice.
That's
Rory-
awesome. That brought me fully back.
Are you any good
Thank
at treat injury?
I'm not trained in it, but I mean, I have a plus 3 to it.
Okay.
My check.
Same. Can I just grab the med kit from Ori, or is that something that would like take too much time or not be viable?
I mean, you're spending time already.
I'm
it's-
aware. Yeah. Okay, I would like to do that and try and help and use a med kit on her with the, or a med pack on her with the kit.
Yeah.
Okay. I got a 16. So that's 1 plus her character level.
Yep.
Okay.
6.
Hand back over the kit in shame.
Hey, should we try to bust open this door?
Do we want to look at anything in here?
Is there anything in here that, I guess, is there anything in here that would like catch our notice? Or is that a perception check?
Most of the screens above you are just the security cameras that you were seeing throughout the facility. There's also like a couple screens that are like just like news, like galactic broadcasts, that kind of thing.
So nothing that's super eye-catching.
Yeah, nothing jumps out at you.
And there are 3 doors. The one we came through. There's one above and then one below.
Just one below. Above you is just a catwalk with all those screens. There's nowhere to go from there. And then he basically went underneath that catwalk, where there is another door. So there are 2 doors to this room, one forward and one behind you.
Okay. Okay. Well, if you guys want to flank the door, I'll check and see if we can open it.
Yeah, sure.
Sure, this will go well.
We should check for traps. There's a lot of those around here. I didn't do very well last time.
I can try to like look for traps. What roll is that?
That would be perception.
$18.
You do not find any evidence of traps here.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that where Ori is going to be? Just to
No.
be sure.
I'll be up there with them. I'll be flanking the door with Rari.
So you open that door. He cracks off a shot, and it whizzes right past your head, Orson.
Okay. Do you want us to re-roll initiative?
Yeah, let's re-roll.
Since we were kind of just messing around.
We kind of had a little break. Everyone did their own thing for a little bit.
Mine was bad, and it's even worse now.
Oh, no.
What is it?
So I rolled a 2. With my bonus, it is a 7.
I got a 15.
I got a 17.
Okay. Our new order has changed. Only now CT is going before Rari. But Orson is still first.
Okay. Cool. And is this a room with a bunch of like servers, it looks like?
Essentially, yeah. This seems to be a heavily fortified room. There's kind of like blinking servers all along the sides, and he is essentially propped up on this kind of control panel, which you could probably guess is the master for this building.
Okay. All right, one sec. I'm thinking I might do something silly.
Oh boy.
All right, I'm going to throw my ion grenade.
Okay.
And try and take out his like area of operations, his control panel here, just ruin his tower.
Okay.
And if he has any cybernetics, I mean, it'll do some decent damage. But if not, I think it just does half, right? Is what I think I'm seeing.
I think so, yeah.
Droids, vehicles, electronic devices, and cybernetically enhanced creatures you take normal damage, and those you miss take half. Oh, this does nothing to normal humanoids.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. I probably won't do that then. I haven't seen anything that would lead me to believe that he has any kind of cybernetics.
Okay.
So, sorry about that. I'm just gonna... Since everybody's close to me, I'm gonna crack off a shot real quick. Just normal. Not a rapid shot. And see
Okay.
what we got here. Does 22 hit?
It does.
Oh my gosh. We found him.
Found that
Okay.
sweet spot.
Okay. Oh, no. I got a 21. I'm 1 point down on the condition track.
Then that is a miss.
Love the honesty, though.
Appreciate it, yeah.
Do you go up at all for healing, or is that until like you take a rest?
That stays until you take a rest, unless you have other abilities that allow you to move on the condition track when you heal. I believe that is something a soldier can take, but
Could have taken, yes.
Don't believe it's something that you did.
No, I didn't. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna pull back a ways. I'll still be able to peek out my next turn and get a shot at him. They both have their... I'll dodge first while I can see him, and then pull back. You guys both have your reflex bonus from the cover fire. That's my turn.
Okay. Back up to CT. He is going to essentially take about 3 seconds, and you can hear just the slightest before the shot just rings out, directed at Rari. I don't know where it
Well, that
went.
can't be good.
But that's...
Why do you need to find a different one?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you need a new one?
It'll be 21 damage against Rari.
Yay. So I'm down the condition track.
Sometimes it be like that.
How many points down the condition track is he?
Tough to say.
I don't know.
But that is his turn.
You only go down one if
Correct.
it's over your... Okay. Just checking, because it was a little bit over.
If it's double over your condition track, do you go down 2?
No.
Okay.
There are
So,
certain talents, feats, abilities that make it go more than one step, but it has to be specified.
Okay. Cool.
Which brings up Rari. Yeah, you feeling okay?
No. Not at all. I don't really have anything else I can do except try and shoot at this guy. Yeah. No.
I will remind you that you all have force points to use.
Yeah, do we declare those before we roll?
You can declare them after you roll, but before the result is announced.
Okay. Oh yeah, you told us that last time.
Like
Sorry.
to use a force point.
Do it up.
How do?
You roll a d6 and add that to your d20 roll.
Big money. 23. No, 22. 22, but still 22.
That is a hit.
Woo! Alright. Oh, that was better than it was. So 19 points. Every little bit helps.
That was better than your crit.
It was, and I'm upset by it.
Your shot connects, and you see him stumble backwards. And you hear his voice amplified by his helmet now. He goes, "All right, stop. Hard shock. I surrender." And you see his hand go up.
Oh, so now you want to talk.
Yes,
You
now-
hear a metal thud as you see him peel his helmet off.
None of us know. Never mind. All right, boss.
All right, talk.
Are you saying that from there?
You should prompt him.
Not getting closer to him. I got fucking annihilated on that last one, so I am staying right here. I'm still pointing my blaster at him. And yeah, he can talk fine from over there, clearly.
Okay. You see him kind of start to struggle to his feet, and he's like, "I don't know who you are, you decoot."
Maybe you should ask questions before shooting at us.
"I live here. You broke in."
You took a girl a couple days ago from... Pause while I find...
Sevarcos.
Sevarcos. Where is she?
He'll kind of get to his feet, and he'll grab his helmet. He'll walk around his little control center here, and he's kind of trying to like get an eye on you. He's like, "Is that what this is about?" Job was simple. Scoop her up on Sevarcos. Chaff the place, even by my standards. Dump her at the rendezvous point. Credits cleared, job done.
Where's the rendezvous point?
Middle of nowhere, I'm afraid. There's a jungle region on the planet of Dathomir. You guys can
Who's the
make a
contact?
galactic lore check. See what you know about Dathomir.
Freaking planet.
9.
I have terrible galactic knowledge, but I keep absolutely nailing these. I got a nat 19 to an 18.
Dang.
I got 16.
Okay. So, all of you know that Dathomir is a remote planet in the Outer Rim that features a red moon. Only Orson and Rory catch these next bits, but they know that this is nicknamed the Rancor planet. Dathomir is home to a subspecies of Zabrak. And you also both know that Dathomir is steeped in the dark side of the Force. This planet is home to a matriarchal cult known as the Night Sisters. He takes another couple steps forward. He's bruised, he's sweaty, he's bleeding. But you can see that he's got tan skin, square build. His hair's buzzed, black, but it's graying. His face looks familiar. Ori and Rari, both of you think that he just has one of those faces. But Orson, you recognize this face. You fought beside this face. You fought against this face. This is a clone.
Okay.
He's much older than the ones you've seen, but you're sure of what he is.
Okay. I wondered from the voice.
I know my New Zealand accent isn't that great, but...
Where'd you get that armor, Fred?
I earned it.
That's nice. Where'd you get it, though?
I don't know if I can tell you that.
All right. I hold no love for Mandalore, stormtroopers, clones. Just curious.
Well, I didn't exactly get a good retirement package from the Galactic Empire, so... We were cloned from a Mandalorian template. I thought it best if I returned to my people.
Who hired you for this?
Dunno. Dead drop. Paid lots of creds. Enough for me not to ask any questions.
And you are just fine taking a little girl and dropping her off to God knows what.
Galaxy didn't do right by me. Why should I do right by it?
I'm gonna take a shot at him.
Okay.
You're
Not at the
evil.
head or anything, but I'm
You're
gonna shoot at
evil.
his, I'm mad.
I can't believe you kidnapped a girl. I'm gonna kill you.
I'm not trying to do a deadly shot, but I'm definitely I'm not doing a headshot. That is a 22 to hit.
Yeah?
Kills him. I'm gonna be real upset.
I don't think he's doing so good.
$13 points of damage.
That knocks him off of his feet. He spins around and collapses to the ground.
Is he dead?
Dunno. You
I'll
can
go up
approach
to
him.
him.
You can make a treat injury check.
I want to go up to him. I'll check for a pulse, see if he's alive.
Yeah, give me a treat injury.
You're gonna be very welcome on this planet we're going to.
With my med kit, 16. Well, I'm not using a med pack, right? Or am I?
No, this is just, you're using the skill just to diagnose, so.
Do I add my med kit to that, or no?
Let me double check. The bonus won't apply here. That just applies to treatment.
Okay. Be at 14.
Okay. You find a pulse.
Is he conscious?
No.
Rari.
What?
looks disappointed.
I was saying, I think she's just gonna put her gun down and kind of even like walk a little bit away.
Trash to drop her off at a Rancor-infested planet alone. You're scaring me. What do we
I didn't
do?
want to take this mission in the first place.
What do we do?
What do you mean?
Well, do you want to leave? Got a ship? Is that really what you want?
We're
Don't
going there next, right?
I don't want to leave that girl in danger. We got enough from this trash clone, whatever the frick he is. We need to go to the next location.
What do we do with them?
I don't care.
Why don't you two go downstairs?
What are we gonna do?
Go downstairs, Ori.
You're not the boss today. We should do the right thing. We didn't do the right thing last time.
Do you want to do the right thing here? Or do you want to do the right thing overall? You might get both. It's possible. You might give up the bigger right thing. Go downstairs.
Is Rari already leaving?
What's up?
Rari's already gone down the stairs.
All right. After those two are gone, I'm just going to pull him into the middle of the room. I'm going to set down my ion grenade around all of his tech. Take his gun, take his helmet, pull the pin, and then walk back out.
Okay.
Just blowing up his tech. If he's got cybernetics, he's dead. But he's just a clone, as far as I can tell. So that seems pretty unlikely to Orson.
Okay. As you exit the room, you'll just hear, and the entire room just goes dark. But, like, you are carrying his helmet with you as well?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So, let's move back down to the first floor. And the sisters will have a minute or two before Orson catches up.
Rari's not going to say anything unless Ori does.
He's just gonna stare at the ground.
It's gonna be a long flight.
Feelings, man.
Okay. And now Orson is with you.
All right. We leaving?
Yep. We should get back to the ship as soon as possible.
Yeah. Let's go then.
Okay. So, with uneasy hearts, our heroes venture back into Pixelito to find their way to the ship. We will actually end our session there, and we will pick this up next time. Until then, our heroes will advance to level 6.
Oh, interesting.
And we will get this crew leveled up.
All right.
So,
Sounds great.
high tension, high stakes. We'll find out what happens next time. So,
Guess
thank
who
you.
didn't get a dark side point?
That's true.
I guess probably, unless he had cyber.
I didn't get another dark side point, did I? Because I feel like that'd be super unfair.
I feel like that'd be pretty fair.
I didn't mean to, like,
You
literally a
shot
guy.
him. You shot him.
I did shoot him, but he's also shot at us, and he
Yeah,
wasn't unarmed.
He put his. He said, you know, I'm giving up. I'm not
Sure.
fighting, and you said, that's good.
Like I said, it wasn't a shot to kill. It wasn't the headshot that I delivered the first time. It was I'm F you and like shot at a non-lethal part of the body. He didn't die. But I'll take a dark side point if you're gonna give it to me, and I'll wear it with freaking pride.
I would call it a minor transgression, which would be on the path, but not quite a full dark side point.
You can dump your dark side points with your force points, right?
You can. But like
Rory's
I said,
like, nah.
we will end there. Thank you, everyone, for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.